Hi, and welcome back to my broadcast. I've been trying to do it on my other new camera, and it's taken too long for it to upload. So hopefully, this is a better camera. I'm not sure. Let me make sure I get this right. Let me see if it's broadcasting. No, got it all backwards. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry for the camera problems. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm getting this right. So consider it a combination of testing out my old camera again. Um, so what's going on really in the world news topics? Well, I'm going to have to redirect you to End Times headline news. It's called The Mystery of Lawlessness, and it's in Second Thessalonians 2:7, and it's already at work. And why am I bringing this up? It's because it is associated with End Time Headline News discussion, and the link will be in the description box below. And it was such a heavy hitter that I must tell you what I think in my response. I listened to the whole broadcast, and I must respond. Something about the mystery of lawlessness and what is being set up from the time of the flood, uh, the time frame of that, and then the days of Noah, the days of Lot, and the days that are coming. The mystery of lawlessness is already at work, meaning that it was already at work in the time of Noah and the time of the days a lot and the times we're in now. So iniquity was already at work, as described in Second Thessalonians 2:7. I didn't know that. He explained it differently than I've ever heard it. He preached on that, and also in Second Peter. And I really enjoyed it, and I really want to emphasize that sometimes I go in there listening with half an ear, but I really got a full understanding of that scripture, because what was going on during the time of Noah and also the days of Lot is that they were eating, drinking, building houses. They were all doing everything as if nothing was going to happen. And then, as you know, in Noah's time, the flood came, and that was judgment upon that period of that segment of society. And then in the days of Lot, they were building, drinking, giving into marriage. And then, boom, the brimstone and fires came. And then the story of Lot's wife as she turned, because she was turned into a pillar of salt. And then now we're coming into the next era of that same exact thing. When we talk about the soon return of Jesus Christ, because the Lord will reveal himself to us just the same way as those things happen just the same way in the same periods that were described in the days of Lot, the days of Noah. I'm sorry, the days of Noah and the days of Lot. It's important to know that it follows in that same way. So I guess what he was trying to point out is we watch and we wait and see for the signs in the heavens and everything. That's important, one aspect. But what I gained from this was the mystery of lawlessness is already at work. And lawlessness has never been so surreal as we're watching these events take place in real time. And I don't have to tell you what those things are because you can tell what's going on in the church, what's going on with abortion, what's going on with all the other issues, the child missing children epidemic. And I was just thinking of Tim Tebow's organization on how they're trying to rescue children, how to stand up against child trafficking and human trafficking cases as well. So those are just a few that I'm mentioning. I'm not even mentioning most of them, but those are the few heavy topics. So I stayed up to listen to these issues because I had a lot of rest, but it also says that the Antichrist will wear down the saints. And if you feel worn down, that's not unusual. Sorry, I gotta take a swig of water. So, wearing down the saints doesn't necessarily mean we'll be persecuted, but mentally, physically, we could be oppressed by the societal changes that are happening. And we're very much there. So, the reason I decided to share this is because it made me think about the timeline that we're in, how close we are to soon return of Jesus Christ. Because, see, what he mentioned is judgment will come. Jesus said he will come like a thief in the night. It's late at night. And Jesus said, make sure you keep your doors locked, right? Or the thief will come in. And the master will come at a time you think not, right? Or the thief will come at a time you think not, right? He was given it in a parable, more or less. But he didn't mean it in that respect. The thief in the night is actually Jesus. And I think that when we think about the soon return of Jesus Christ, we must think along the lines that Jesus, in God in the flesh, who came to die on the cross for us, didn't die in vain. He said his promises are true. His promise of salvation was true. His promises to go make a place for us is true. Everything he said is going to come to pass. So we know that this time is coming closer and closer, just like birth pains of a pregnant woman giving birth and watching what's going on. The birth pains of Israel and Jacob's trouble are drawing closer and closer together now. We're seeing revelation of that happen. Now, where we're at in Scripture, in Daniel 9:27, I think we're a little further away from that than we are to Psalm 83 and all those things, but that's hard to decide where we're at there scripturally. But it's very interesting the time we're in right now. We're in a season where, if you watched the video earlier, where Earth and Mercury right now are in an orbit issue, that there could be issues weather-wise. Watch that video. I encourage you on the Earth changes that are occurring right now on Earth-changing news. Other than that, but I think watching End Times Headline News link, I encourage you to take the time to listen to that in its full entirety. You'll get a lot out of it. Good night and have a good rest. I'm half I'm halfway there. I'm almost ready to go to bed myself. So good night. God bless.